Look around, see that keyboard? That's QWERTY. Your phone? QWERTY. Laptops, tablets, even ATMs. QWERTY is everywhere. But why? Why this keyboard? The answer lies not in the stars, but in a history more surprising than you might think. We take keyboards for granted. They're the portals to our digital lives. Emails, messages, documents, all flow through this arrangement of keys. But the QWERTY layout isn't some modern marvel of engineering. It's a relic of the past, a story that begins long before computers, in the era of the telegraph. Imagine a time before the internet, before phones. Instant communication across vast distances seemed impossible. Then came the telegraph, a revolutionary invention. Dots and dashes transmitted through wires became the language of the day. Suddenly, news traveled at the speed of electricity. Skilled operators were needed to send and receive these messages. They used a device called a telegraph key, tapping out Morse code. Speed was essential, but so was accuracy. A misplaced dot or dash could alter the entire meaning. The telegraph was a technological leap, connecting people like never before. In this world of telegraphs and Morse code, a new invention emerged: the typewriter. Christopher Latham Sholes, an American inventor, is credited with creating one of the first commercially successful typewriters. But he faced a problem: jamming. Early typewriters used mechanical arms to strike the paper. Typing too fast often led to these arms colliding and getting stuck. Sholes needed a solution. His answer? Redesign the keyboard layout. The goal wasn't speed, but to prevent those pesky jams. Section 4. A keyboard, designed to jam less, not for speed. Christopher Sholes, the inventor of the typewriter, faced a significant challenge. Early typewriters had a tendency to jam when certain letter combinations were typed in quick succession. Sholes meticulously studied these letter combinations, looking for pairs that were frequently used together and caused the most jams. To address this issue, he decided to separate those letters on his keyboard. By placing commonly paired letters farther apart, he aimed to reduce the likelihood of the typewriter's mechanical arms clashing and jamming. This innovative approach made typing slightly slower, as typists had to move their fingers further between keystrokes. However, it drastically reduced the chances of jams, making the typing process much more reliable. And so, the QWERTY layout was born. This layout, named after the first 6 letters on the top row of the keyboard, became the standard for typewriters and later for computer keyboards. Think about common words like the, and she. These words contain letters that are spread out on the QWERTY keyboard, minimizing the risk of jams. These letter combinations are intentionally spread out on the QWERTY keyboard. This design may seem counterintuitive today, especially when speed is a priority, but it was a stroke of genius for its time. The QWERTY layout solved a critical problem of its era. By preventing jams, it allowed typists to work more efficiently and with fewer interruptions, which was crucial for productivity in offices and other settings. This seemingly inefficient design paved the way for the widespread adoption of the typewriter. It became an essential tool in businesses, journalism, and personal correspondence, revolutionizing the way people communicated and worked. Section 5. Dvorak and the Quest for Efficiency. As typewriters evolved, their mechanical limitations faded. New keyboard layouts emerged, claiming to be faster and more efficient than QWERTY. The most famous of these is the Dvorak keyboard, designed in the 1930s. Dvorak placed the most commonly used letters on the home row, where fingers rest naturally. Studies have shown that Dvorak can indeed boost typing speed. So why haven't we switched? The answer lies in the inertia of familiarity. Section 6. The QWERTY Empire Strikes Back. By the time Dvorak arrived, QWERTY was already the standard. The QWERTY layout, designed in the 1870s, had become deeply entrenched in the fabric of typing culture. It was the layout that millions of typists had grown accustomed to, and it was the layout that businesses had invested in. Millions of people had learned to type on QWERTY keyboards. This widespread adoption meant that any new layout, no matter how efficient, faced an uphill battle. The inertia of the QWERTY system was immense. Businesses weren't keen on retraining their workforce or replacing their equipment. The cost and effort required to switch to a new system were simply too high. The QWERTY layout had become a cornerstone of office life, and changing it would disrupt the status quo. QWERTY had won, not because it was the best, but because it was first. Its early adoption and widespread use cemented its place in history. The layout's dominance was a result of being in the right place at the right time. This is a common theme in technology. Often the first to market gains a significant advantage, even if their product isn't the most efficient or the best designed. The momentum of early adoption can carry a technology forward for decades. Sometimes an inferior technology can persist simply due to its widespread adoption. The QWERTY keyboard is a prime example of this phenomenon. Despite the existence of more efficient layouts, QWERTY remains the standard. It's like a cosmic traffic jam, where switching lanes is more trouble than it's worth. The effort required to change course is often greater than the perceived benefits, leading to a kind of technological inertia. QWERTY's dominance is a testament to the power of inertia. It shows how once a system is in place, it can be incredibly difficult to change, even in the face of better alternatives. The story of QWERTY is a lesson in the complexities of technological evolution. Section 7. The Legacy of QWERTY. A Universe of Keys. The QWERTY keyboard layout, a seemingly random arrangement of letters, has a history as rich and complex as the devices it has graced. From the clunky typewriters of the 19th century to the sleek modern keyboards of today, QWERTY has been a constant companion in our journey through technological evolution. So the next time you type on a QWERTY keyboard, remember its quirky history. It all began with Christopher Latham Sholes, who designed the first practical typewriter in the 1860s. His invention aimed to prevent the jamming of type bars by placing commonly used letter pairs apart. This design choice, driven by necessity, has endured for over a century. It's a reminder that even in our advanced technological age, we're still influenced by decisions made over a century ago. The QWERTY layout, despite its inefficiencies, became the standard due to early adoption and widespread use. It's a testament to how initial choices can have long-lasting impacts. The QWERTY layout may not be the most efficient, but it's a fascinating example of how innovation, adaptation, and sheer luck can shape the tools we use every day. Over the years, many alternative keyboard layouts have been proposed, such as the Dvorak simplified keyboard, which promises greater efficiency. Yet none have managed to dethrone QWERTY. From typewriters to smartphones, the legacy of QWERTY lives on, a testament to the enduring power of the keyboard in our ever-evolving technological universe. As we continue to innovate and develop new technologies, the QWERTY keyboard remains a familiar and reliable tool, bridging the past and the future in our digital age. Don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button.